we've been seeing, a number of sunscreens have been pulled from Australian shelves, raising fresh concerns about just how much protection these products are offering us and our families.
So how do you know which sunscreen you can trust and what should you really be looking for on the label? Dermatologist Dr. Deshan joins us now to unpack it all. Deshan, great to have you in on this because I think a lot of families are grappling with this as we head into summer. We don't know which ones to buy anymore, but we want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves and our children as we head out into the sun. So what's your advice to Aussies around what they should be looking for when they're at the shops?
Yeah, so the advice from dermatologists hasn't really changed. I know sunscreens have been in the news a fair bit, but it's still slip, slop, slap, wrap and seek shade. So sunscreen is really important, but it's just one part of the puzzle. So the first thing is to wear long sleeve clothing. Last time I was here, I suggested denim, which is very, it was pointed out, maybe not the best idea for summer. But we've heard of SPF. You can also get clothing with a UPF, or ultraviolet protection factor. So this is a brand called Solar. It's pretty light and breathy, and so that's a good thing to use. And then in terms of sunscreen, so you still want to be looking for something that's broad spectrum and SPF 50+. There have been some sunscreens that have been recalled. So the best thing to do is to just look at the TGA website. On the TGA website, it'll have a list of sunscreens which are maybe not the best, but if it's not on the list, then it's okay to use. And the other thing is you want to look for an Aussie sunscreen. So with the letters AUSTL on it, because we know that it's met the Aussie standards.
Interesting.
All right, so we go and shop for wherever we get our sunscreens from. We look at the brands, we go to the TGA website, and that's a good way of doing it. What else should we be looking for on those brands, like if we're looking like taking them in?
So I think as long as it's broad spectrum and 50+, that's okay.
Can you explain what broad spectrum is?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Excellent. So there's lots of different types of energy that comes from the sun. If something's broad spectrum, it'll protect you against UVA and UVB. So the UVB is what causes sunburns and it contributes to skin cancer as well. And UVA, again, also contributes to skin cancer and a little bit more towards aging as well because it goes deeper into the skin. So if it's broad spectrum, it's going to be covering UVA and UVB.
There are a lot of people I see on social media basically not using sunscreen. They're saying they're not using sunscreen because of concerns about some of the chemicals in them. What's your advice around that?
So sunscreens have been studied for decades now, and there haven't really been any safety signals with the ones that we have in Australia. So some of them can cause things like allergies or irritation, but the advice is to still use sunscreens. We know that it's one of the best evidence-based things to help minimize skin cancer. In Australia, unfortunately, Australian still dies every 6 hours of melanoma, and it's one of the most preventable cancers.
And this is the thing, we're looking to make sure our kids are sun safe.
That's
Schools do it. You know, they're not allowed to go out and play without a hat and without using sunscreen.
Yeah.
So are there specific types we should be looking for that might be safer for our kids or better for their young skin?
Yeah, so the advice is under the age of 6 months, ideally stay out of the sun, just because the little babies can overheat really easily. But beyond 6 months, it doesn't really matter which sunscreen you use. The ones that are marketed for kids are just the same as the ones with adults, just with elephants and giraffes on them.
Right.
So all the same ingredients.
Amazing.
Okay, that is very good to know.
Yeah.
Deshan, always great to have you in. We
Thanks for
appreciate your
having me.
time. Thank you. Stay with us next.